Hello everyone, today I'm going to deliver a new lesson and it is all about the basic division strategy for kids who are willing to learn more about basic division. And this is your host, yours truly, Danilo Guzman, who is always willing to serve you with our YouTube channel. And before we start the discussion proper, may I remind you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Matinik at ang Musikero. Since we were just only starting to learn more about the basics of division, we will just first try to consider some examples having an exact quotient. And now, let us try to have first an example that is having an exact quotient. For example, we have 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Wherein the number 12 is actually what we call as the dividend. And then 3 as our divisor. And then finally we have 4 as the quotient. Or we call it also as the exact quotient of 12 divided by 3. And now, after having this example and knowing about the exact quotient of division, including the different parts of division process, such as the dividend, divisor, and the quotient, let us now try to learn the basic strategy on how to divide. For example number 1, we have 18 divided by 3. What is then the quotient or exact quotient of 18 divided by 3? In this given example, the first written number is actually 18. And 18 is our dividend. Having the number 18 as our dividend, that only means that I have to draw 18 lines. I am going to draw 18 lines in such a way that for every 3 lines will be considered as a group. And to start, let us do it this way. 1, 2, and then 3. And now we already have the first 3 lines as a group. We are actually grouping the lines by 3's because our given divisor is 3. And then for the continuation process, 4, 5, and then 6. And as we can see, we have formed another group again consisting of 3 lines. 7, 8, and then 9. Now as we can see, we already have 3 groups consisting of 3 lines each. And then we have 10, 11, and 12. The 10th line, the 11th line, and the 12th line. 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, and then lastly, we have 18. And then for the next step, let us encircle each group consisting of 3 lines. And then for the last step, let us count the circles. We actually have 6 circles. And as we can see that each circle consists of 3 lines. And that only shows that 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. For example number 2, we have 12 divided by 2. What is then the quotient or exact quotient of 12 divided by 2? And in this given example, our dividend is 12 and our divisor is 2. And since our dividend is 12, let us now draw 12 lines grouped by 2. And now we already have 12 lines grouped by 2. And then for the next step, let us encircle every 2 lines that we see. And then for the next step, let us count all the circles that we see. We actually have 6 circles. Thus, it only shows that 12 divided by 2 equals 6. For example number 3, we have 20 divided by 4. What is then the quotient of 20 divided by 4? And since 20 is our dividend and 4 is the divisor, let us now draw 20 lines, wherein every 4 lines is considered as one group. One, two, three, and 4. We already have now 4 lines for the first group. We have the 5th line. We now have the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th line. We have 9, 10, 11, and 12. We already have 12 lines. And now we already have 20 lines. And then let us encircle every 4 lines that we see. We have the circle number 1 for the first 4 lines. Circle number 2 for another 4 lines. The third circle. We have now the 4th one. And then finally we have the 5th circle. We actually have 5 circles. Thus, 20 divided by 4 equals 5. And for our last example, we have 27 divided by 9. Now I'm going to construct 27 lines grouped by 9. We have now the 1st to the 9th line, and then the 10th to the 18th line, and then 19th to the 27th line. Finally, we already have 27 lines. And then let us group every 9 lines. We now have the first circle, the second circle, and then we have the third circle. All in all, we have 3 circles. Thus, it only shows that 27 divided by 9 equals 3. And that's the end of our lesson for today. Thank you very much and God bless us all. And again, this is our YouTube channel, Matinik at ang Musikero, now signing off. Thank you very much.